Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture, and this was quite a busy day. It's not cute not knowing. Now we're going to know. Let's do the hug. Woo! Y'all ain't trying to see no Oprah Winfrey new dating show about um, can your mother pick your mate? Or the sons who are letting their moms, y'all weren't trying to hear it. I do think it's going to be a success. I do. On the OWN network, because people are going to tune in just for the curiosity factor, but a lot of you were not feeling it. Let's talk about our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama. And it's a subject that I wouldn't even feed into, didn't even want to talk about, because I knew people were just trying to just start something. For the record, she and former President Barack Obama are not divorcing. No marriage is perfect. No union is perfect and will never be. So why wasn't Michelle at Jimmy Carter's funeral or at the Trump inauguration or here or there? Because she was protecting her sanity. Her mother just died. She needed time. You know, when you lose a relative, you take the time to heal. You take the time to heal. She needed time to heal and to get over that, what had happened in her life. All of these things just happened at the same time, and she just said, I'm just not doing it. Sometimes you have to choose not to be in certain situations that you know will trigger you with anger or sadness, or you don't want to be around the foolishness. You have to make that decision. And that's what Michelle Obama did. In a statement, she made it today. She made a choice. She made a choice. She made a choice not to go. She made a choice not to attend. She knew the intense press scrutiny. Her time in the White House was no piece of cake, and she talked about it in her books. The awful, awful things that people said about her in those books, how she looked. They got on her for showing her arms. Y'all mad because her arms look good? And most of the people criticizing, they wish their arms looked that good. They got on it because she wanted her children to eat healthy. Well, they do need to eat healthy, because if you're fat as a kid, what are you going to do when you grow up? I'm very defensive. I don't go talking about the look. People knew not to ever say that to me, because I'll be ready to fight. I'm like, you gonna get it today. But what she had to take as a first lady, the unfair and unwanted criticism, people mad because she a black woman. She made a choice not to attend. It don't mean there's nothing wrong in her marriage. She made a choice. And I think that statement can apply to so many people in so many situations, because sometimes you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice that you're not going to put up with the BS. Have you ever been in a situation where you choose not to go to that family member's funeral because you know there's some foolishness over there? Even on your job, never let people bully you. I had a woman tell me a story. I said, why'd you leave this place? And she was telling me how mean her boss was. And I was like, people be having the audacity. And as nice as I can be, I have learned in these 61 years, you gotta back people up. You really do. And they will leave you alone. They come with you with that. They're going to be like, you know, she's a little crazy. We ain't gonna bother her. You have to let people know what you won't do, what you ain't about to do. Michelle Obama said, I made a choice. Her mother just died. Do you know how hard it is when you lose a parent? I had my stroke 2 weeks after my mother died 10 years ago. And I'm not saying that stroke wouldn't happen, but in my urgency for normalness to return to my life, God was sending me on a whole new path of normalness because I broke down. You need to take that time for yourself. She made a choice. And a choice don't mean that there has to be anything wrong in that marriage. They just kept hounding and putting out stories. There are problems in the marriage. Well, there are problems everywhere. But those two ain't breaking up. I would say we ain't breaking up to give people the satisfaction. She made a choice. Our forever First Lady, what did she do? She made a choice. And she betted on herself, and she did it for her health, her mental health, because sometimes in life, you have to do just that. Make a choice. Bet on yourself. I applaud Michelle Obama. The story, she went through hell as First Lady. Do you know the dumb stuff that you be seeing now? The Obamas could never do. They could never do that. They could never do that or get away with it. And now you just see foolishness after foolishness after foolishness. Our forever First Lady, she made a choice. She made a choice for her mental being. Today, I had two great interviews. I interviewed Chanté Moore. She has the most incredible voice. She did a singing competition overseas. It was in China. She blew everybody away. Her voice has always been amazing, and she's doing a concert tomorrow night in my neck of the woods. And I think I'm gonna go and check her out and see her. But Chanté Moore, beautiful spirit. Also interviewed singer Ann Nesby. We were first introduced to her with the Sounds of Blackness. Well, she and her husband, they have their own record label. She got a new song out entitled My Man. And she's very happy and hope to see her too, because these two women, two incredible voices. Jennifer Lopez is going to be hosting next month's American Music Awards on May 26th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. The American Music Awards have been on ABC forever, but now this is the new CBS era. And LeBron James has a new Ken doll, but it's not just any old Ken doll. LeBron James is representing the first male pro athlete to have his own Ken doll. I wonder what took them so long, because there have been so many athletes, but maybe this will be something that will start a trend. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. You never know what you're going to get every day. Every day is something different. I'll be a little silly tomorrow, but the Michelle Obama, it just had me riled up because she really went through it as our First Lady, and how some people just want to throw stones at you and you just supposed to take it. No. Keep saying no. We're not going to do it. Bet on yourself, y'all. Bet on yourself, because sometimes in life you got to make a choice. You leave your comments. You give us a thumbs up if you like the video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for joining me. It's curls, it's scoop, it's advice, it's wisdom, it's everything. And sometimes bet on yourself. Make a choice. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.